Hello guys and welcome to another Mad Chili video. Today it is time for some proper practice for the Daytona 500. So the way I've only just learnt this the last couple of days looking through the schedules, but the NASCAR series, Class C, Class B and Class A, they follow the real life NASCAR series. So, obviously the Class A fixed series that I'm doing right now happens to be exactly the same as NIS fixed, doing the actual full length Daytona 500 and in most cases 50% races. In this series they are a lot smaller. I don't know exactly what percentage, but
the track temperature is decreasing.
I guess you can work
it's now
it out,
38
really. I mean,
Celsius.
35, 70, so 140. It goes into 200, 4, 5, probably about 6 times. 5, 6 times. It's probably about 20% of the race length. Maybe 17%, something like that. So it's not a very long race compared to the real one. And we're going to see how this goes. We have got cautions turned on, obviously, and the full lot. I am currently car number 12 in a 30-car field, so top 15 is what we're aiming for today. Now, this being a 35-lap race, I'm not going to bother qualifying. I'm going to sit at the back. I'm always rubbish at oval qualifying. I've just watched a video, actually, on how to help with my oval qualifying in super speedways, particularly. They're all flat out, and there's a couple of tactics that you can use to gain time. So obviously that is what I will be using if I do ever do qualifying. However, for the Daytona 500 and for this one, I don't think I'm going to bother qualifying, to be honest. That was my wheel. I was moving it about on my desk. Don't worry. Anyway, yeah. So I'm not going to bother qualifying because, honestly, I know it's only 35 laps. But there is going to be a big one, and I would much rather be at the back. This is an official race. iRacing does count. Safety rating does count. Now, doing this series does have another meaning to me as well. It will help me get my Oval A-Class license, so I would really like to have a go at that. So, because my safety rating is currently B 4.0 or above, which means I can take part in NASCAR A-Class. So we'll be really careful about our safety rating, make sure it doesn't drop below that B 4.0. Otherwise, I won't be able to do this series anymore until I get that A license, which will require me to buy the Xfinity car. So we need to do 4 races in this series. I probably won't do all of them at Daytona this week, although I may. Obviously, my only experience of real life, real people racing for the Daytona 500 was the Carburetor Cup. However, turns out that was pretty useless practice since it was on a different version of Daytona that is awfully bumpy. I've tried this layout in iRacing, and it is so much easier to drive around, so much smoother. And also, the people in those races, the Carburetor Cup, they knew they were racing where iRating and safety rating didn't count. So therefore, well, obviously you're going to go for it. Who cares? So, and you had a fast repair. So, in a situation where none of those things are true, we do not have a fast repair. iRacing and safety rating do count, and there were no bumps in the track. So hopefully this will provide the absolute best practice I could want for the Daytona 500. I don't know how many people are going to be qualifying here. I'm not going to bother. Someone's just done a 48.0 compared to someone's 48.8. And this is what I mean. I can't remember what I was doing on... Actually, to be honest, what I was doing on the Carburetor Cup is probably irrelevant because, obviously, with all the bumps, the cars probably do go a bit slower. This series is fixed setup, so that's a bit of a plus. As I said, cautions are turned on, so to be honest, this race, even though it's supposed to be about half an hour, I think will probably end up being a little bit longer than that. What with all of the cautions in the end, we'll see what happens. But it's still longer. Obviously, the Carburetor Cup, remember, was 15 laps.
The leader's just done a 48.0.
So it's double and then a little bit more. So this is going to be really important for seeing, really, how this race is. I want to really see...
The leader has just done a 48.0.
How good I am around Daytona. Obviously, it doesn't actually look like that many people are qualifying. I don't blame them, to be honest. As I suspect, only one person has got 18.
The leader has just done a 48.0.
Now, I'm fairly certain this isn't top split. This NASCAR iRacing A-Class series is not usually that popular. It usually only has maybe 2 splits at this kind of time of day, maybe even 1 split. But with the Daytona 500 around the corner, I think there was about 170 people registered, so that will equate to
loud and clear.
About 6 splits. So it's going to be quite busy. I think this is probably split 2. It definitely isn't top split, I don't think, because there's no Division 1 drivers in here whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure it's split 2. Probably isn't split 3 though, because of the amount of Division 2 drivers in here. So it's probably split 2 of 6 or split 2 of 5, however many people it were. Anyway, 1 minute until the end of quali. Yeah, maybe I should have qualified then. It seems as if everybody has exactly the same mindset of, oh, let's not qualify, we'll start at the back. However, if nobody qualifies, some people who didn't qualify still have to start in the middle, remember that. So, maybe maybe it wasn't a good idea, that. I don't know. We'll see. So if we qualified, I could have at least been 12th. But right now, I'm probably going to be right in the midst of it, right in the worst of it. Because obviously the way it grids you if you don't qualify is based on your iRating. And me being car 12, obviously higher iRating, they don't qualify, start at the front. I'm mid-pack iRating, so I'll probably be mid-pack of all the people who don't qualify. Right, time to go on the grid. P19 we're starting, so yeah. Right in the midst, maybe not quite in the middle. Obviously, in the Toyota Camry, as you know, it's going to be very loud. I apologise. This thing is very loud. We're going to have some breaks, though, where you guys can actually hear what I'm saying in the cautions. Now, in terms of tyres, we get given 3 sets. Now, I believe, okay, that doesn't mean we get to change them 3 times. We only get to change them twice. So that means, because I was wondering if by 3 tyre sets it meant 3 spare tyre sets. No, it's 2 spare tyre sets, and then the one that you start with. So, I don't think we need to pit for fuel. It's fixed setup, no, 79 laps. I don't think we'll need to pit for fuel. So, it's going to be, I don't think we'll need to take tyres, to be honest. It's a super speedway. Taking tyres won't really help you. The only reason you take tyres at Daytona is because you can take a full tank of fuel and do tyres at the same time, and the fuel takes longer than the tyres. So that means that it is actually worth taking tyres. But, obviously, if we're not going to be bothering to pit for fuel, I don't think we'll be bothering to pit for anything else. Obviously, I'm not very experienced in this kind of racing, so maybe if everybody pits, maybe I should consider it, because there's probably a reason why everybody is pitting. But definitely no pitting under green flag. That is certain. Anyway, 15 seconds until we get released. And yeah, hopefully this race goes pretty well. I hope everybody enjoys this video. This is now proper practice for the Daytona 500 rather than just a little bit of practice.
The air temp is 26 Celsius. P19.
Oh, there you go. Look, that guy there, look, just connected, so he'll be starting from the pit lane. Maybe, I don't know, saying that, starting from the pit lane is not a good idea.
We need to follow car number 9.
Because, remember, obviously, it's all in draft, so you kind of still want to be in the draft, just at the back of it, rather than... But I'm hoping everyone will be sensible.
If you said something there, we couldn't hear it.
Right, obviously, unlike the carburetor cup, we're going to be a lot more careful. Even more careful than the carburetor cup, because I have a safety rating and an iRating to protect.
Honestly, just go before it. Spread the field out and we won't have a lot to do racing.
Wreck it got so much anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right, slowing now to about 75 is the pace car speed round here, I don't know.
I think we'll make I think will rest on lap 12 in the trial. They go on lap 12 coming out of the trial.
Okay, this guy is predicting things.
Right.
Lap 12 coming out of the tri-oval, that guy thinks there'll be a wreck, so we'll see what happens. To be honest, I might just dip to the back, I don't know. If there's a massive wreck, you can't avoid it if you're right in the middle. If you're at the back, you have a chance to slow down. Although saying that, my wish of wanting to be quite near the back is actually coming true, because even though there's 30 people in this race, it seems like about 6 of them have gone to start from the pit lane. So actually, we're not quite as close to the back of the pack as I thought. Why are these people not gone? Okay, they took an absolute age to go there on green, but green flag is out and we're away racing at Daytona anyway. Up we go, into 4th gear now, full power, and this is where now we need to stop being careful. Now, unlike carburetor cut where I was fighting the wheel all the way round, I'm not doing that here. I can just chill out because it's so much nicer. Oh, there you go, that guy's dropping to the back. Probably a sensible move. Obviously, the reason I'm... Oh, there you go. That was... Yeah, I don't like blinking. That's bad. Hopefully that won't happen too much in this race.
He's still there. Clear up high.
Yeah, we're in a pretty good group here. We're now P15. So we've actually gained 4 spots from our opening lap. And luckily the guy ahead of us seems to have the same kind of mindset of let's sit back from that main pack. That main pack up there that is trying to go 3 wide already, that's where the accident is going to be. So we want to get out.
On your right.
Oh, someone's going very slowly on the inside there. They're a lap down, so no issue. Like that car, that white car there is dropping back, and it's giving us P14. So that's good. And then now we kind of want to just sit back a little bit. I don't want to get too close to these guys, because this is...
The leader's just done a 45.7. The guy in front has just done a 45.6. V14. That was a 45.5.
Good one.
27, no need to finish that car now, but
Right, we're actually catching up on these guys now, so... Don't really want that.
Right there.
Because up there, it is going to become quite busy. This guy, this 27 car really wants to go by, so I think we're just going to... We're just going to let it. I don't really want to be involved with this main pack if I can't help it. So I think we'll just sit back. We'll let that guy go ahead.
Last lap time is a 45.0.
Obviously right now at this stage of the race, the position we're in doesn't matter quite as much. So
I understand side by side of that ball, but why is it side dropping?
The guy in front is Irving. We think about 33 laps of fuel remaining. 1.8 litres per lap.
hang on a minute, do we need to pit for fuel? I'm just thinking now, it seems like obviously this is fixed setup, so I couldn't have added any more fuel.
A little tip for everyone, if you leave
By the sounds of what the chief is saying, it could be a bit tight on fuel.
You kind of want to be riding the line and
I think we have enough though. If there's cautions, we'll definitely have enough.
33 laps remaining on this tank. 1.8 litres per lap. That lap time was 45.4.
Right, this is good. So now we are starting to be distanced. We're still in P15, but we're starting to be distanced from those guys up at the front. And that's what we want. We don't want to be right near them. We want to kind of be, we want to still be in the draft so that we don't get left behind if it does go green. But we want to be far enough back where if there's a massive wreck, we can hopefully avoid it. I mean, obviously, I am relying on everyone else around me being competent.
Keep together, hold your line.
So we'll see.
Still there. He's still in.
I wish Matt would estimate 32 laps of fuel left.
Right, on to lap 6 now. So we've made it a few laps, made it a good few laps. It's a lot cleaner than the carburettor cub. That is for certain.
Burnley.
Yeah, this group we're in is sitting back from these guys.
What about that separate thing?
I don't know why this guy, I'm going to let him by. He keeps trying to go
Coming up that hill.
side by side with me,
Keep it
and
steady.
I'm not liking it. I'd rather he pass me, to be honest, and then we can go single file, because I don't
16th
want
place.
to
That one was at
go,
45.5.
I don't want to go double file, so, oh okay, it seems as if that guy actually wants to make it too wide, so, never mind.
Yeah, I'm giving you
Like I said, it's going to happen trial.
Right, off. Thank you.
Well, that group up there is starting to get really close together now. This is where this race is going to be important. You know, we don't want to get involved in a wreck if we can help it.
You trying to go back one? No, I'm just... You want to go up.
Oh, that was not nice, that blinking.
I just didn't know if you wanted me to push or not. I'm kind of doing the same thing in the front.
I wish I didn't blink. I'm not going to be doing the Daytona 500 on this computer, so we're not going to have the same issues. Oh, cars ahead there. Braking a little bit more than I anticipated.
Now talk about freaking wrecking.
We have actually got a bit of a gap now to the pack ahead, the lead pack. We have actually broken the gap a little bit, which I don't mind in the slightest.
Talking about.
Back here.
Yeah, I'm on right side.
Safety car's coming out. Yellow flag.
Right, man.
Well, there you go. It was a big accident.
God, I shut the fuck up.
Big accident, but luckily, because we were further back,
Well, you
we
hit
could
it.
avoid it. Well, I've got to let the one car by.
Y'all know it's Daytona, but you ain't got to talk about wrecking and what time and where it's gonna happen.
We've got to let the one car by, so hopefully he
Not
tries to
great
reclaim
talk
these
about leaving
positions.
left and left, yeah. Did that guy ever get off there?
I think the one car is coming by now.
Like, people are trying to concentrate. People just coming over.
Is the one car? Is the one car going to come by or what? What is he doing?
About the wreck, can we stop complaining every time somebody does something you don't like?
11, you guys come pop those other three, bud. Nope. Working on it.
I'm being told to let the one
You
car
bumped my
by.
door through the trial oval. I'm gonna kill you.
Right, I've let the one car by, so now I can rejoin the train. What was that,
Well,
honestly?
communicating, like, Seven was beating the hell out of him.
I don't know what that one car was doing. He just wasn't.
Last one, ease up a little bit on
I think everything got messed up in that crash.
I mean, that wouldn't even happen though. If you
Well, we're still
behind him
P15
would actually,
apparently, so.
you know,
Although I'm pretty sure we should have gained a few spots there. There was a good 3 cars off, although I did. I was a lot more cautious in braking than everyone else.
I don't even know what he's doing up there.
Oh, apparently I need to pass the 10 car. This is really
Looks like
messed
you
up,
went
this
down
order
power.
that we're in. Like, the way the game
My
sorted
way.
this out.
I was about to say, did that happen in the trial like it was predicted?
Right, we're going to pass the 10 car.
And he predicted every corner. So, I mean, no, everyone predicted everything.
There we go. So I think we've all been sorted out now.
We're on the
into a
first
decent
full day.
order.
And toxic as shit already.
Are these guys pitting?
Hey.
They are. I'm not going to pit.
I just don't understand. I mean,
Should be
Daytona
about
and they
28
both
laps
are
remaining on this
fun,
tank.
but
We're not limited by
1.7
fuel.
litres per
Only about
lap.
3 people
It's a race.
pitted there,
This
so
is
I
the
don't.
fact of
They
the
might have
matter.
had damage,
People
remember, as
like
well.
take more of a
If you have
positive
damage, then
attitude
that
to
is
it.
a reason to
You
pit. I
know,
think we're up into
there may not be
P11
as many
now.
wrecks there are all the time.
So by not wrecking,
But
we
everyone
have
just comes into Daytona just expecting a wreck. Well, then that's what's going to happen.
gaining a bit of time, so that's kind of nice.
Well, what doesn't help is the fact that Daytona and Talladega, everybody that comes in here thinks they got a shot at the win.
Yes, true. Yeah, you got to know where you're at, what you got.
Right, okay, there's 28 cars in the
Yeah,
Lucky
be
Dog.
realistic. Yeah,
Although he just disconnected. I don't know what happened there. No, he's back. That's really bad blinking, that is. I like gear 3 for coasting and then second gear for the start. But anyway, I think we're P11.
Oh no,
So-
I'm staying behind this 26 as we door
This
dash
does
will
mean,
deliver
though,
me
we are a
a
bit
top
more
five at least.
in the front pack than we were before, so
I wasn't calling
we'll have to
the wreck
watch
out
that. We
or
went a
anything.
decent amount of laps
Andy
without
said they were
wrecking,
going
so
to,
that's
you know?
decent.
That's why we're talking about it, right?
That's good. How many people are out? Have we got anybody?
Yeah,
It
we
looks
got
like
this time.
3 cars have been stricken. One person didn't start.
Yeah, I was
Actually, no, they did start and then they dropped out or something. Or maybe they are genuinely
We had
laps
a
down
wreck
somehow.
back, like, I think
Looks like car
lap
20, P28 has got their lap
So
back.
there's
So
like
we've only
4
got 2
drivers
cars
that were,
laps
behind already.
down. So P28 is still the lowest that we can find ourselves in this race. So we've still got to be careful. Obviously, maybe come lap 34, you can afford to get 1-4 into the point, like 1-4x. Come lap 35, maybe coming through the last lap. Maybe then getting involved in a bit of a wreck and trying to pass the finish line in the best possible spot. That's okay. But you don't really want, you
Okay,
want to
Morgan,
save that
get
4
ready.
incident
Race will resume at the
points.
end of this lap.
If we can save those 4 incident points for when we need them. Yeah, P11. And we're all speeding up now to make sure we can go side by side on the restart.
Okay, Brian, I'm down on power. So if you guys going, I'm going to keep it down on the line.
Right, there we go. I'm glad we got through that wreck successfully, though. I maybe broke a little bit more than I should
I
have,
still gotta
but
let all these cars by. They're taking
Still-
a sweep down.
still worth it. Right, in second gear for the start now.
We estimate 27 laps of fuel left,
1:17.29, I guess I'll stay
1.5
behind.
litres
Oh,
per
somebody
lap.
else is gone.
You
Okay,
got
actually, that is the same
close.
guys. We've got
I gotta let you
28
guys go.
people left in this race. So, still got plenty of people left.
29 pitted.
Heads up, prepare for green flag.
And in fact, the car is 8 laps down. I think he's still in the race. I think they must have just like connected late or had an issue or something, because they are still going round. They're just 8 laps down. Although if you are 8 laps down, I think unless you have a crash and have to fix the damage, you're not gonna lose 8 laps. Just like imagine if you crash in the last 5 laps, you can't possibly lose 8 laps. Well, they're saying that. I don't know whether this series has a green-white checkered, where when there's a yellow before the end, the
I'll go
race
on the
gets
high.
extended. I don't
Green,
actually
green, green,
know.
let's go.
Clear.
Right,
Right side.
green flag. Away we go. Lap
Still
12.
there. Clear outside.
We've got an alright start here on the inside line. However, I don't
On your
really
right.
want to be in this front pack
Still there.
if I can help it. Because this is where the accident is going
He's
to
still
be.
there. He's still there. Hold your line.
Although it doesn't seem like we have much of a
That's that
choice, to
line
be
clear.
honest, to be where we are right now.
Still there. He's still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just drop back a little bit. I do not want to be
Still there.
involved in these guys.
Clear. Right side.
I want to go single file at least. If we can go single
Still
file,
there.
it's safe. But if you can't do
That
that,
line's
it
clear.
really isn't safe. We're still P11 across the line, so we didn't lose any places in the start. I'm pretty happy with where we filtered out now. Again, not in that main pack, but also not near the back either. We're kind of in the perfect position, so there we go.
We think about 25 laps of fuel remaining, 1.7 litres per lap.
I don't want to get too close to these guys, so we're just lifting every now and then.
That lap was at 45.4. Should be about 24 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, we've got enough fuel to make it to the
1.9 litres
end,
per lap.
I'm pretty sure. Right, we're on lap 15, so there's still 20 to go. So we've still got plenty of time left.
I got it.
traffic coming up, so this could be
Last lap was
dangerous.
at 45.6. We estimate 23. Laps remaining on this tank, 1.8 litres per lap.
There you go. I think the lap cars are being nice and kind of lifting out the way. That lap car is P25, so and P27, so those guys aren't really in this
Coming up on
race.
here. They're outside.
Although we've successfully negotiated them and we've moved on.
Sean, are you down on power?
I'm just getting back up.
Alright, I'm down on power. I'll push it as long as I can, but I'm not doing myself.
That's all coming at you. Stay high, stay high.
Your lap, good lap. That's your quickest today.
Right, we've got a lap car maybe. Yeah, that's a pretty vector looking car up there. I think that's the one that's 8 laps down. No, it isn't. It's actually P28. That was not a good time to blink out.
Clarify.
I wish I wasn't blinking, but oh well.
Holy consequence.
Right, just do a quick lift
Yeah,
there
I think people
because
learn some lessons.
I don't want to be too involved in this pack up here. It looks like car 10 is going for it,
You're
so
on the right side. Still there. Still there. They're high.
how was that not a caution?
Oh shit, we're still green.
Right side.
What was that guy doing? What was that guy doing there? That was
Hold your
close.
line.
Okay, we're still
Inside.
green,
Inside clear.
despite what's happened there. We somehow didn't have a yellow flag. That guy was not getting out my way there. I don't know what that was about. Unfortunately,
They don't
because that wasn't a yellow,
He's still there. Keep
we've
digging.
now lost the lead pack
Still there.
quite
Clear high.
significantly. So, unless we have a yellow now, this race might be a little bit
I
boring.
think around 21 laps of fuel remaining, 1.8 litres per lap.
So we'll see what's going to happen here, but
Oh, we got 5.
I don't know what position I'm in now. I'm in P8, so we're in a pretty good place.
Yeah, good one, yeah.
Far inside. Still there.
We're going to go past this guy
Still
now,
Everybody back.
Still there.
because they're down on
Still there.
speed,
Inside
these
clear.
guys. They got involved in the
Far
crash as
inside,
well.
high.
So there you go, we're
Clear
getting
inside.
2 positions now, and I'm now at the front of this group, leading it. So this means I now have to
How
push,
many is in our pack here?
and I have to lead this group until we have another caution. I'm in P6 at the moment, leading this group. And yeah, if we don't have another caution, it'll be like this until the end.
Laps of fuel left, 1.8 litres per lap.
So yeah, P6 and leading this group. So there we go. Hopefully this race doesn't get it. You know, hopefully these guys don't decide to push me too much. The lead pack is a whole 8 seconds away from
Yeah,
us.
the rest of the field's all
So that will be interesting.
Look,
8 seconds.
straightened out too.
Luckily, because this is new Daytona, not old Daytona, we actually
You're on the right
can
side.
Not too often
properly,
something like that happens.
Keep it together.
we
Hold
can
your line.
properly just drive normally
Still there.
without the worry
Clear right in the middle. Clear inside.
of anything. Well, that was a bit of a strong
Right
push
side.
there.
They're
We
all
just
around.
pushed car 13 out of it there.
I want to catch them. What are we doing?
Second wreck in front of us.
Full
Go
course
big.
yellow, safety cars
There you go,
coming out.
yellow flag, yellow flag.
I just want to say I appreciate you offering me over and working with me there.
There we go, right. So there's been a yellow flag for something. I don't know what.
12, that's not just going down back.
Why is this guy passing me into yellow?
Let's see a little backstretch.
Why is this guy passing me into yellow? What is this? wasn't very happy with the fact that I slowed down.
Hey Tyler, I was going to try to stay out there and see if we could both get by Aaron, but he was pretty fast. So
Right, there we
that's why I
go. So
dropped down.
P6 at the moment, and
All good, man. Don't sweat it.
I don't know. I don't think taking tyres will be worth it. We'll be sent right to the back.
Only a 5-car pack anyways.
There's actually quite a few cars who've had incidents now in this race, and a lap's down as well. So there we go. But
Where you
P6,
at, 18?
I'll take that. It would have maybe been nice actually to leave that group until the end. Would have been quite calm. But I guess this is plate racing, restricted plate racing, super speedway racing, whatever you want to call it, and we don't get that luxury of chilling out. Doesn't look like anybody's going to bother pitting, makes sense. None of the front cars were ones that were involved in whatever caused that caution, so
Where's the 9 car?
we'll continue on. Lap 23 we've just gone on to now, out of 35, so there's not too long to go
Should be
now.
about 17 laps remaining on this tank. 1.5 litres per lap.
Really not too long to go at all.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to, have to run a single mile for 25 laps of the race, and then, because I think then people's minds...
I think that guy is taking his wave
single mile
around.
for so long, but
He's a lucky dog, whatever.
like pushing like 3 wide on lap 2, I think is unnecessary. Oh, is that balance in my mind?
All that stuff shouldn't matter to people when you drive, you know? Look at the Coke Series last night. I know they're all pro, but they went 3 wide right off the fucking first lap. The whole
Right.
race.
1 lap to go as
Like,
soon
that
as we
shit
cross
shouldn't matter, but
the
people
finish
talk about
line
it the
before we
whole
go
time.
green, and then
It's
it'll be
always-
basically a 10 lap sprint to the end then. Whether there'll be more
Hey, just drive,
cautions
dude.
or
It's
not,
the
I don't
easiest track
know.
ever. Why do you
The
think
thing
it's
is,
the
we're
track
actually
so
so
many
far at the front now,
Shit. Because a
that
fucking idiot can drive this track.
hopefully a lot of the
You just
wrecks
put
will
your
happen
gear ratio at
behind
16:1.
us. So we'll see what happens. I'll be
I have mine
absolutely
8
delighted
16:1,
with
and
0
I'm thinking
incidents in P6.
But
However,
that mindset, though,
I don't think that's what's
going
going to
to
happen.
bad if just people
Um,
just
but we'll
distracted.
see
Sure,
anyway.
you just put to the floor,
We'll
right?
see
but
anyway.
there's so much other stuff going on that
Right.
you don't have at other tracks that people just ignore. I mean, you've got to be on top of it every single moment.
Yep. That's the problem. Everybody
Right,
thinks
how
they
many
can run
cars?
good
Okay,
news.
looks like there's 23 cars left in this race
I
now
tell
on the
people
lead
this,
lap.
this is how big
So
our
yeah,
message
that's a
is.
good 6 cars
not
now
just
that
get
are
ready. Race will resume at the
They've
end of
had
this lap.
here,
incidents.
no, these are all mental. These are all being able to keep
These
your
guys are all coming out of the
concentration
pits. I
focused
think their laps
the
down.
entire race.
Oh, and we're on the outside for this restart. Okay,
So I shouldn't be texting and driving?
interesting. I'd like to get to the inside as soon as I can.
Not by me, at least.
Yeah, I do that under caution. A lot.
That's why I think instead of somebody just running Daytona and Talladega all the time, they should run other tracks.
Frankly, I'm an open wheel guy. I love Talladega and Daytona, but I'm not a risky one out here. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, I do the open world series, and I like it a lot better. But I thought the race can be a little better in the A class. But here,
Right. Okay.
No, it's worse that you got all the egos that come up.
On to lap 25 now.
yeah,
On the inside we have
It's Daytona and Talladega.
lots of.
Plate racing.
We
It's
have
like this
quite a few
every
cars.
season for multiple,
So we'll have to
years.
try and get down to the inside
It's like-
Okay,
safely.
Morgan, get
Look at
ready.
the way
Safety
they
cars
do
coming in.
Oh well, second gear. We need
Last
second
20 cars a
gear.
race. Plate
Remember
racing.
that. Obviously, we'll
Not
get a
real
pretty
racing.
bad start otherwise.
racing.
So good job I remember. Otherwise, we
It's a
probably
good
would have
performance. It's
ended
still
up
a
right in
race.
the back of the pack,
Still
and
competing.
maybe in a crash because people wouldn't have been expecting me to go slowly.
Got those cars put heroes in here.
I'm gonna block everyone. We're going back to.
Right.
Green flag, we're racing.
Green flag. The inside light got away a little bit better there. So that's a bit of a shame. I didn't get the best of getaways there.
Keep it steady, still there. Still there.
Right, 10 laps to go.
Still there.
I really didn't get a good getaway there.
He's
We're
still
going to
there.
get ourselves up to speed and then try and get to the inside if
Still
I
there.
can.
Still there. there. Keep it together, hold your line. Still there.
Right, I'm going to go for this inside line here. Oh no!
Inside line.
That guy's taken the... I was going to go for an inside line.
Still there.
And then that guy just took it off me. Okay, we've really fallen back here then on this outside line. My only hope is to try and track with these guys up here. Actually, never mind, a space just opened up. I'll take it now. We're back to P11, we're back exactly where we were earlier on in the race. P11 will still gain the iRating, so I'm not that bothered. And also, we're a bit further back from all the carnage now as well. You know, I'm all for going too wide in the last maybe 5 laps, but until we get to that stage of the race, it just isn't worth it. Oh, that was not a good time to blink out. That was not good. That was not good. Oh.
Big one.
Safety cars out. Full course yellow.
Right, we somehow avoided that one.
Push in the turn.
We somehow avoided that one. We somehow avoided it. Right, where's car 14?
Yes, you did touch me.
Oh my word. Right, where's car 14? They need to pass me.
And you did it the lap before, but you barely did it when we first started, and then you turn around and did it again.
Where's car 14? They need to pass me.
I almost came close to running 29 when I was on the apron. Ooh.
Whoa, that was close. That was close. That was.
A19 though, I got any damage in the back?
Big wreck right in front of me, but never mind. We got lucky. We avoided it. Right. Car 14 should now pass us. There we go. And we can now... Oh, come on. What? I need to let this guy by now. What? I hope he's pitting. This is annoying. There you go. This guy's going to get past, and there we are. We are...
I forgot you don't have a mic, do you?
Now in the area where we should be.
Come up. I'll look.
We're now where we should be in the train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're 8th. I'm pretty sure. 8th in the train. And we are quite close to the end of the race now, so this last caution could be chaos. I don't know how many people are left in this race. Are these guys pitting? What are they doing? Oh, they must have damage. That's what it is. They have damage. If you have damage, it is a good idea to pit, because if you're down on top speed here in Daytona, it can absolutely kill you. So you don't want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're P6 now, which maybe isn't what I wanted. That means we'll be starting on the outside, but hey-ho.
Lucky dog coming high.
Right, it'll be lap 30 now that we go green, so it'll be 5 lap sprint to the end. I hope everyone's really enjoyed this race. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think it's got more to give, to be honest. I think we've got a little more coming to us.
My second race here, and the second race this week that the leader's been taken out by second and third.
Someone just got absolutely taken out there, so looks like there's still 23 cars left in it. I don't know for certain. Although a lot of the leader cars there were chucked back in the pack. I honestly thought I was dead. When I saw all those cars spinning, I thought, oh dear. But luckily we managed to brake, and unlike in the street stops, when you brake around a plate track here, people actually brake with you, which is appreciated, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yes, P6,
so
let's see what we can do. I don't think any of these guys ahead are going to pit now.
And I got down one car, just drove into the side of me and gave me another for it. I'm on 12x now.
Really?
I didn't drive into the side of you. You cut back down and hit me, and that was just because I had to come from the inside wall to avoid the wreck. So sorry.
Anyway, so 1 to green after.
We estimate 13. Laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, looks like there's still
0.5 litres per
Okay,
lap.
looks like car number 3 is maybe a lap down now, I don't know, or maybe car 15, I don't know. There's some people I think who are numbers of laps down. There you go, looks like 22 cars. Looks like 22 cars are left in this on the lead lap. Wow. So we start with 30, and on the lead lap now just 22, so it's slowly degrading. Right, outside line for us. Yeah, the amount of cars is slowly dropping away.
It always blows my mind.
Right, into second gear now, make sure we get a good start.
I'm going to hear 12, 15x. I'm like, he'd be out of the race and no wheel car would be done.
Started P6 again.
In the open wheel car, you can't even get a 0x on the wall without like getting your race over and done with.
Yeah, at least making it 5-10 miles off the speed for sure.
So we'll see how it is starting from P6 on the grid again. Right, 5 laps to get to lap 35. Are we going to have another caution? Are we not going to have another caution? And are there green white checkers in this series? Because I honestly don't know. If there are, this race will go on far too long. Anyway, hopefully we can go nice and clean to the end. We'll see what happens.
Think you can make it around?
We will see. Anyway.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Get ready, safety cars coming in.
Right, this time we've got to make sure we keep our speed up on that restart. That last restart we got was not good.
So whoever's behind
Oh,
me,
I do have to
barely
blink.
spot
Hopefully
you,
this
so
doesn't
just
happen
tap
too
me on my
much.
head and I'm starting
This
behind.
blinking's horrible.
Everyone to go. I don't know yet. It's all going.
Anyway,
Yeah, we're about to go back green.
pace car is just about to go in. Pace car is in and
Green flag.
green flag. We got an alright restart there, better than the last one, I think. Make sure we shift up at the right point. I think that was an alright restart.
He's still there, keep digging.
Maybe not the best. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that guy just cut.
He's still there.
Tried to cut into the inside there.
Still
So
there.
I kind of had to let off the throttle there. That was not the nicest move from that guy.
He's still there. Keep it steady, still there. He's still there.
So it looks like I'm stuck on
Still there.
the outside for now. To be honest, I think we'll probably stay on the outside. Whoa, a 7
He's still
car
there.
close to the wall though. I had to
Keep
watch
together,
that.
hold your line. Still there.
I'm going to give people plenty of space
Still there.
here.
Side clear.
Oh, there we go. We're clear on the inside lane, so we've taken a spot. P5. And now
Come on, somebody step out there.
we keep our fingers crossed that nobody has an accident.
Coming up on the inside. Inside clear.
I gave that guy a bit too much of a shove there. I didn't quite realise how much power my car had over his then.
What is going on?
Push, push, push. We can get this guy.
Yeah, this 10 car keeps getting shoved out by other cars, including me. So hopefully we'll even be.
10 laps remaining on this tank. 1.26 litres per lap.
Okay, it looks like we have enough fuel. I don't honestly know how car 24 is keeping up here. It's not in the draft at all. I'm just going to stay on this inside line though, to be honest. I don't really want anything exciting. I would be absolutely over the moon with P5, so I don't want anything better.
Still there. Still there.
Oh, this is getting close here, this is getting close. Okay, we're going too wide now.
Still there.
This is becoming dangerous.
He's still there, keep digging.
Obviously it's the last laps now, so people don't really care.
He's still there. Hold your line.
So that outside
Still there.
line is really
Still
gaining
there.
some time here. Hopefully we can...
He's still there, keep digging.
Okay, someone's got a blown engine on the
Together, hold your
very
line.
apron, but we've avoided
Still there.
them. Right, lap 34
Keep
or
it steady,
35
still
is
there.
coming up now. This is why I love
Still
this
there.
kind of racing though. It may be a bit
Still there.
just avoiding crashes for quite a while, but then
Still there.
right at the end, it's excitement and concentration
7th
value
position.
really
2 to
goes
go.
up.
The lap time was 45.7.
He's still there. He's still
Oh,
there.
that was close. That 26 car got very loose. And we've got a lap
there.
car here coming up. Hopefully they get out our way.
Still there.
I think they are getting out. Yeah, they're getting out our way. It's okay.
Still
We're
there.
safe.
Still there.
Right, if we make it across the line here, the race will go green to the end. It'll be white flag.
Still there. He's still there.
So any crash that happens now,
Still there.
yep, white flag is out at
Still there.
Daytona. Any
P8, one more lap to go.
Right,
That
any
line's clear.
crash that happens now,
Jump out here.
there will not be a yellow flag. The race is going to the
Clear.
end.
Right side. He's still in.
So that means we'll try and be careful.
Keep it together. Hold your line.
Right, the guy ahead
Looks
of
like the
us is
outside
right.
lines had a little bit of a
Still there.
bad
Still there. Keep digging.
thing happened to it. He's had a bit of a
Still
slowdown.
there.
There's going to be a bit of an accident, I think.
Hold your line.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Stay high.
Right. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We got through the big one.
Clear inside. Clear
We were
inside.
involved in it. We got 4 incident points, but our car isn't dead.
All the way to the front, leave me out like that thing.
I got lucky there. Wow. I actually got chucked back onto the racing line, and we come through for an overall finish
Okay, that's the
of
finish. Well done, mate.
P7. Now, guys, if that isn't an exciting finish, I don't know what is. And my
Yeah,
car
I got
is
loose coming out.
toast.
Were you right on me? Yeah,
Oh my word.
I took I had bottom lane, then you came back down, I had to back out.
And we'll probably
So
gain
I did
safety
a-
rate. And oh man, I was lucky. What happened was that crash actually chucked me.
Damage because
That
Sorry
car
about
actually,
that.
that
I owe you
crash
one.
chucked me heading back in the right direction. Oh my
Yeah.
word.
Got damage from
I got well
Tore me
lucky with
out.
that, and maybe the little
Pushed
blink
me
out
good.
there saved us as well. Right. Let's unpick that finish, guys. What actually happened there?
I was pretty good, but I couldn't stay out front.
Whoa,
Well.
whoa. There we go, guys. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was
good
good.
race, 219.
Right. So what happened
Race
is,
together.
all right. So the car 1 gave a bit of an excessive bump here to car 26, and that basically resulted in, you can see there, just tagged
yeah, nice.
that car, and then I can't avoid it, can't do anything about it. But miraculously, the wall saves me, and I end up pointing in the right direction.
I should have went high, but
I did actually blink out, although blinking out and then blinking in didn't actually. One thing, even after I'd blinked back in, the 27 car probably netcode actually went through my car. So, to be honest, we probably got lucky
sorry,
there.
I was on a low lane.
That was quite
car,
some,
I didn't.
that was some
I
pretty
had
bad
nowhere to go
netcode
but to run
actually,
in the
because
back. Yeah.
I wasn't blinked out at the time, but I don't mind. I am happy. P7, we were in P8 before that last lap, so we actually gained off of that big one. Only 3 cars, I think, made it through that properly unscathed, so there we go. Whoa, and this is what I mean, this is what I was saying all race long. Save that 4 incidents until the last lap, and it won't hurt our safety rating. Oh, never mind. It did. We actually managed to lose 0.05 safety rate, and to be honest, that's unavoidable. 4 incident points is the bare minimum we can get at a super speedway, because you're not going to lose control of your car going flat out, and you're definitely not going to get an off track. I don't think, unless you run through the grass, which is quite difficult to do at Daytona. You can't intentionally do it. I think it has to be a crash. You have to get. So basically, you can only get 4 incidents or 0. So I'm pretty pleased with that. It's because of the length of the race. It wasn't top split, surely. I don't think there was only 3 splits. Looking at it, there was definitely a split missing, because you can see it jumps from 380 to 382. So 381 is missing. These are all the splits that only had 3 cautions that have finished. So there's probably some more splits that had 4 or 5 cautions, meaning that they haven't yet finished. Anyway, that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. We gained a nice 54 iRating as well. 133 championship points, P7, I'll take that. Very fun. I mean, I know we got some incident points, however, to be honest, making it through one of those races with 0 incidents, it's not going to happen. I think 4 is probably the bare minimum that you can ask for. And as long as we keep above B 4.0, that's all that matters. We just need to keep above that. So keep above B 4.0, and that's it. We gain safety rating. So hopefully, that was really fun, actually. I think there's only 3 splits. There's definitely more. There's at least 4, because there's a number missing there. Split number 381 was missing, so there'll be more. obviously, best lap time and whatever doesn't really matter. It seems like there was a bit of a train going on at lap 16, lap 17. That's when everyone seemed to set their fastest laps. And again, to be honest, just surviving in this one was a bonus. I mean, if we didn't crash out, if you go back to where the actual main pack started, this guy was 45 seconds back, so you can't really class that as being in the main pack. If you actually just stayed in the main pack the whole race, top 15, just like that. I mean, this car 29, he was like 2 laps down at one point, I think. So it does show you, or maybe 1 lap down. It shows you what happens with these races. Just survive, and you'll probably end up gaining iRating. You can see, I think everybody who did survive gained iRating. Each position was roughly worth around about, let's say, 5 iRating. So plus 49, plus 44. Yeah, 5 iRating per so 39, and then, so yeah, we probably need to finish top 15 to gain iRating. So I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Really, really fun. 4 splits have come through now, so there's at least 5 splits. We know that. So that was a split with 4 cautions. So not too bad. That was really, really good fun, though. I really, really enjoyed that. Hope everyone enjoyed this video as well. It's great practice for the Daytona 500, that definitely. There's no way that was top split, surely. Anyway, really, really fun. Yeah, car 1 only had 2,900 iRating, so that wouldn't have been top split. Anyway, really fun. Obviously, the NASCAR A-Class Fixed Series is something that you can do every 2 hours on the iRacing platform now, and it follows the real-life NASCAR iRacing Series schedule. And then on weeks when there aren't any real-world NASCAR races going on, I think it gets filled in. I think in the B class, they haven't actually revealed the full A class schedule yet. I don't know why, but they haven't revealed it yet. They've just left it as the next 12 up to week 12, and they haven't added any more on yet. So it'll probably come next season. The reveal of what's being added, but what is for certain is the B class and the C class series. They're getting iRacing Super Speedway to add in a couple of the off weeks. Obviously, the real life NASCAR schedule, I think, is 36 or 34 races, so 39. There's obviously a couple of add-ons. You can see iRacing Super Speedway in there, North Wilkesboro. So there are a couple of additions I can see. Obviously, North Wilkesboro's not really open anymore, I don't believe. iRacing Super Speedway as well. Also, the Cup Series goes to the Bristol Dirt Track this year. At the moment, it just says Bristol on the schedule. This is the one here, I believe, that is scheduled to be a dirt event. So I think that'll get changed. Honestly, if that turns out that iRacing is doing Bristol Dirt, I'm going to buy Bristol Dirt and we'll do it. It'll be dirt oval license classification, so it won't ruin my classification. I will be up for doing that. That'll be really fun. So hopefully that's what happens. When was that? 27th of March. I don't know when this season ends. 2nd of March. Okay, so the season will be well into the next season. Obviously, this season, as I was shocked to find out in my last Fix Ferrari video, we're actually on week 9. So only 3 more weeks after this one is done, and then we're into the dreaded, loved, unusual week 13, whatever you want to call it. We're into week 13. So this season has gone really quick. It's my first full season in iRacing. I joined halfway through season 4 2020, so I've had massive fun so far. Obviously took part in the FTR 5 Hours of Zolder on the weekend. I'm doing plenty of little events and whatever. So I hope everyone really enjoyed this one. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye-bye!